What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Void of Dust Gaming. You are here for Arena of Valor content and you will get it. Today, let's talk about Wonder Woman, a DC exclusive that has reached the game a couple of months ago. And to be fair, and this is the spoiler for the video, I don't owe her. I haven't bought Wonder Woman so far, so I took the special play every single character in the game to finally bring her to the battlefield, and I was about to play Wonder Woman as a support, as I think, or I have a author in the team. And that said, I don't have a single fucking clue about Wonder Woman. Now Jorn will go down later. He is a little bit stubborn at the beginning, so I don't have a single clue about Wonder Woman. I don't know any of her skills in terms of what they do. Like, I have played her one time in the hero trial, but that's months ago, I swear. I'm not lying on this, and I'm not pretending something like this. So I'm this video has two cycles. The first cycle is the cycle where I think Wonder Woman seems to be pretty powerful in the beginning, and then later on I fall off. So at the beginning there are some really nice plays. I get ahead pretty early, and then I think I overestimated myself, and I basically up completely. To blur that, because I don't know if the audience is 18 and above, so we have to be bit careful with explicit content here in the video. So this is a fun game. It's for showcasing. There's nothing I want to prove. There's nothing I want to show you. There are no crazy gameplay stuff and things that you will not know. People who know Wonder Woman will be a bit better. Look at that! Look at that outplay! Wow, that was godlike. Okay, so there are some nice plays. That was crazy. Like, I just knew that they were going to follow. I went into the brush and I thought that the thing is going to come. Butterfly. The thing is named Butterfly, but she wasn't. And now my team is here, and now we can push the tower. And I think Wonder Woman is crazy because she's, on the one hand, pretty capable of dishing out damage. Look at that. And I missed that. That's something that I would have to practice a bit if I would play Wonder Woman more often. I think a pause will be good. So you use your one for the first time. You wait for the cooldown to appear for the second ability. You can use your first ability 2 times. So this is like the sword thing, and then you dash afterwards, and then she has this kind of weird auto attack. I think the 3rd or the 4th auto attack is doing some kind of like shield throw. I don't know where she throws her shield or something like that. I haven't seen Wonder Woman in the movies, and I haven't seen any of the Avengers movies. I have to admit that at this point. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I simply don't know what Wonder Woman is doing in the movies. I think she's some kind of like an Amazon or something like that. I think she's a warrior. Like, I believe she's a warrior princess, isn't she? So I don't know anything about that. Like, I don't have a single clue. There comes the ult. It's super powerful, and I have to get Richter. Richter overestimates himself, and I do get this damage off, and that's a double kill. I believe that the 1 gives you sustain as well. But this was like awesome. Like, the Flash stayed there, that the Flash continued to do damage. That was a really nice team play. He has good vision on the map, and that was lovely. And I thought, like, oh my god, I'm super strong. And basically what happens is I get cocky, I get greedy, and it almost causes us to lose this game. Like, not only my performance, but I think we overestimated the whole performance. And we did not capitalize on the kills that we have been making. Richter does, I think his mistake here is, and that's the ult. That's stupid. I will do that a couple of times because I don't learn from my mistakes. Problem is that, and there we go, next kill. The problem is that Richter always kind of uses his dashes to flash forth and back, but he doesn't use the brushes that well. Richter is one of those bush hopping monsters. That's why I don't like him. I think that's pretty boring. But Richter is really good on getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. You really have to use his ability to get different effects on his abilities if he's on special grounds. And our Richter doesn't do that. Like, he should not fight me in the river because he does get a damage reduction as soon as he's under tower. But I know, theoretically, I know everything about the game besides the stuff on Varus that she gets CC. Someone had to tell me that. I should read all the abilities. But from Richter's perspective, I know that you should be on this kind of green stuff here, like the road, because then you will get a damage reduction. And he did not do that. And the shielding is a stun, which is really powerful under tower. You see that here. Yeah, that was like, okay, I should remember that he is fast, that he's able to do damage, and I simply don't use my skills right. And this brings me to the point, he should have been dead. I should have gone on the tower. That tower should have been mine, and it is not, because I basically miss every skill shot, like skill shot, if you even want to call that a skill shot, that I had, and that brings me under tower. But the cool thing is, tower's gone, and I'm able to get another Richter. He should have retreated here. And that was I think that's the turning point. That's the point where I believe that I can take the world, and I can't. Look at this, like Butterfly became tankier. And then I did not realize that things had changed, and I still played the old game. So something that I should have done was basically retreat to safety, get back, and just be careful with the stuff. She's sitting on a 1-2-2, but that doesn't matter because she has been farming. She's the first in her team, which means she has some farm, so she can buy abilities. And the longer the game goes, the tankier Butterfly will become. And you have to play keeping that in mind. And what I basically did, I did not think about it. Like, I played the game as we would still be on the 3-minute mark. And that's what causes me to kind of make stupid decisions, which I will regret afterwards. And this situation here, no good. Butterfly has already killed me. There's nothing that I can do against them. We should retreat, regroup, and then fight the team fight. But I do stuff. Like, what was that? Why was I doing that? Yeah, there is the engage, and we will get the double kill. That was good, that my team kind of used my interaction here, my like the initiator stuff that I did to kind of get to an advantage. But that could have been easily played in another way if the Butterfly from the enemy would have stayed there. Then the situation would have been a bit different, and that could have, like, if she would have come back from the jungle, like she was going back to her rotation, if she was going back from the jungle, that would basically would have cost us the game. Because then she would have jumped to our Butterfly, killed her, and then afterwards had an easy game. And look at that, like, I'm not that powerful. I'm not that tanky. I'm really lucky that my ult hits here. That's how good the ult can be if you're able to get it off. And now my Yawn has to do stuff. And now comes the Butterfly, and I have to retreat. Because I was staying out there too long, and I still overestimate my stuff. Good thing is, we have a really good flash. That was ace, like... no, that was the Butterfly, sorry. Butterfly does a really good job as well. She will be level 15 pretty soon. That's really, really good. And we're able to get that tower quite easily. Like, that game was still nice. And we're sitting at a 17 against a 7. That's pretty ace. There is a free, it looks like a free Abyssal Dragon, but I think we're not going for it. We're going for the Richter. And I have to be careful because I have done shit before. And yeah. Good thing is I land my ult, which means that I get a shield. But now we have to get back out again. And the problem with Wonder Woman is, and I don't know why I go back in here. It's just like, it seems that as soon as I start to gamble and play things stupidly, it just seems that I have to continue. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is. And then that causes up. Arthur goes in dead. I try to do something, kind of like save him or get a kill or something like that, being greedy. That was a super greedy play. Dead. Flash things, okay, I can easily jump in, use my ult, kill everyone, dead as well. And that was the problem. The Flash should always come from the side or the back. The Flash is not a character. He is a mage and he has this kind of invincible status that he gets when he ults. But the problem is to get into that status, to get that ult off, is the most complicated thing in the world. Because what basically happens is, and that was luck for us. Like, that was lucky for us because we did a good play here, and I kind of messed it up again. Good thing is that the Flash keeps track on that. But then Vera, really nice kiss that she does here. Good thing is that Arthur can basically farm them up, but now he has to go back to the tower and kill the cannon minion. But it just piles up, and as I said, if you are the Flash, the problem is as soon as someone orders you with one of those effects, such as that stun kiss that Vera has, my perfect example and my perfect enemy that I hate the most if I'm playing Flash is Alistair, because with his ult, it doesn't matter from what angle you appear. As soon as that guy presses a button, you are stuck in your tracks and the team of the enemy can easily kill you. And that's why I use cleanse with my Flash. The Flash has to be the most mobile person on the battlefield because his advantage is that he is the fastest guy on the planet. That's his role. I mean, that's how he kind of is described in the movies and stuff like that. So what you really should do is you should play Flash how he's supposed to be played, and that means that you have to be mobile. You have to use your mobility to get enemy into special situations, and that's where you come in from your stuff, and that's where you basically what you should use. That's basically the stuff. Like, that's what you should do, and that's why I use cleanse. It makes my life so much easier, and I can just advise you guys to kind of like try it. Like, if you haven't tried Flash with cleanse, use it. Or Purify or something. I don't know what it's called. I never use it. Like, I use it on L'Oreal, and I use it on Flash. These are the only two where I use it. And Batman, Flash, and L'Oreal. It was like if I would win a prize if I named the name right. I could have said Malik or something like that. Guys wouldn't even notice because you haven't seen me play Superman, because I think Superman is one of the most difficult characters in the game. He can easily be killed. He can easily be dealt damage with, and I mean, we're still doing good. Like, we kind of get half the tower. The team with Flash and Arthur is going in on Richter, and everything is like okay. It's like if they would get that tower, that would have been even better. But Richter is pretty good on defending the tower. As I said, he gets damage reduction as soon as he is on the road, which means that my team has a bad time on doing so. But luckily, Flash and Arthur, I think they wanted to pick up the Abyssal Dragon, and that's where things start to get messy. Flash dead. Arthur tries it on his own. They should have retreated at first sight when the enemy was near, so that we could regroup, as Butterfly said. Like, guys, together, please. That would have been the right advice. That would have been perfect. So I think at that point I thought about, like, okay, Butterfly has the right idea, so let's go with her and try to get that tower. But it's always risky business. Like, they get the next tower down here, so Butterfly starts to kind of start an intervention, and then the Butterfly of the enemy is here, and I can't deal with her. So what I try to do is like bait them. And here comes the ult, and the good thing about my ult is it makes me much more sustainable. And now Richter started his stuff, and I can't get away with a Telenas being that near. I don't know. I think I wanted to write like, Arthur, what are you doing? Like, are you playing with us? Or is that like what's going on here? And I can tell, even while my performance with 9, 6, 10 isn't the best, I think it's quite okay if you kind of find out what strengths and what weaknesses your character has, because as I said, that's the first time I ever play Wonder Woman in a fight, and I think there's a lot to learn about this game, or a lot to learn when watching this game, because we have done some good things and we have done some bad things, and I think that my timing is awful, like timing my abilities. That's something that I can improve. I pretty much like the game. Like, I think her abilities are cool. It feels like a nice mixture between crowd control and damage effects. You've got a pretty good sustain with your one as soon as you hit with your sword and you get your shield back. So that's all right. Like, I really like the gameplay using her. And this was like a perfect example of the worst positioning in the game. Good thing is that we have Butterfly being in here, and that Yawn makes an awesome play. Like, look at that. That was where he really started to shine. Like, I think he gets the triple right now. That was really, really nice because it just freed us up. But that could have been a pretty bad game. And to be fair, I have changed my equipment throughout the game. I didn't really know what to use on her. As I said, I haven't played her. So, oh, did I mention that I haven't played her before? Is that something that you... Okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is basically the point where we are actually doing a good move. They're going in, they get the tower, and they go out. What some teams do, then they overestimate themselves. And the problem is, and here you can see a perfect example on the Yawn as well. He got the tower, and as soon as he got the tower, he retreats. And that's what you should do, because basically what's going to happen is, if you stay, the other team will get you. You are the only one split pushing, so don't give them the opportunity to catch you. Go back to your team, do what you have done, and go back, because you already have been beneficial. Like, you got us a tower, or you got your team a tower, so that's what you should keep in mind. Like, you're not supposed to take everything. Every little tower helps, because as you push creep waves or your minion waves, things will start to be better and better and better and better. And the good thing right here is we do have 2 engages. I hit them with my ult and now I get in. And I want that Lara because she does so much damage. And that the same goes for Arthur. Arthur catches them out, and now we have to get back and try to get the other heroes. And the good thing, Yawn is still up, and Yawn is our main damage dealer. And with Yawn in our back, we are able to kind of approach right now. Arthur gets with a really nice engage. Arthur gets that. Butterfly just makes the mistake of trying to get Yawn. And that's what I always do. I always go in. If the whole enemy team is wiped, I always go in. Nice quad kill here. That was ace. Like, that Yawn. At the beginning, you have seen that he struggled, because that's what ADCs usually do. Their power spike comes later, but that Yawn, after the first time where he was a bit stubborn going down, awesome game. He should be the MVP, and now comes the big surprise. Guess who won MVP? Shoot, I already said it in the description of the video, so that's not really a big surprise. But as a first game with Wonder Woman, and we won the game, and we did some mistakes during mid game, but we really played it nice after that, and really transitioned it to late game. And here we go, best tank in the game, best fight participation, which means I roamed a lot, I was there in the right places, and that was my Wonder Woman game. Thank you guys for watching. And if you dare, hit the subscribe button over there, and we will see each other tomorrow. Bye, bye.